Hey guys, how's it going? Happy December 23rd. We are at the final countdown. You may remember uh, where we left off, but may or may not. Let's flip today's card. The Hermit. Interesting. Now, some of these cards I've had to put back into my decks because I'm doing the personal reads. Parenthesis for promotion. There's still a few spots left. If you're interested, information's down below. Anyway, so there's some cards missing here. But, what came up in that weekly reading was to seek the light, right? That was the message for the weekly. That we were in the process of seeking the light. And the thing that kind of came to me afterwards is that this eclipse that's coming up on the 26th is a dark moon, right? Because it's a new moon. And it's actually, it should be, there's should is a waste of time, but it's an eclipse that's conjunct Jupiter, and Jupiter is a benevolent planet. So it should bring us something nice. Now, it has a very weird Sabian symbol, this eclipse, and the Sabian is 5 Capricorn because you round up, and it's the Indians prepare for a warpath with a dance and with a canoe, so there is an idea of preparing to move into a new phase. Now, so as we enter into this dark moon, as we prepare to go through the rituals of getting ready to take that next step, we are being asked to seek out the light, right? Within the dark, to seek the light. And this light is not necessarily, it's not necessarily like a spiritual light. I think it keeps pointing back to the same thing again and again. This is, and I'll pull the cards that I have here that we talk about elements where the light that shines like within you, so what is it that makes you light up in this dark moon with the gift of Jupiter on top of it? What makes you light up? And remember, there's also, the sword of truth, right? So I am like a light bearer carrying the sword of truth, also brings light. So the light of clarity as well, which is what she's sort of armed with here. So I think that in this period, and this was one of the questions that came up, is what lessons have I learned? What lessons have I learned about what makes me shine? What lessons have I learned about what fills me with the sense of abundance of the universe, right? And to seek that out actively, because even if it's dark around you, if you have this light within yourself that emanates from within, then it doesn't matter what's going on the outside, right? Because you're fine. As long as you carry the light, it doesn't matter what dark is going on. And this also kind of makes me think of sort of the situation of the world right now, which if you turn on a news channel or read a newspaper or scroll Facebook, it's a shit show. And I hear most people spending their day saying how horrid the human race is. And that may be, but the human race is made up of 7 billion individuals. If each individual were to get into their light energy, we would have solved the darkness, right? So today's Hermit card that comes out, that reiterates the message that came out with the weekly, to seek the light, is really to seek that which lights you up. And God, how did I not see this before? But the whole Christmas story and also the Hanukkah story, every single religion, all these foundational stories that happen right now are all based on finding the light in the dark, because, technically we've entered into the dark period, but it's when the light starts rising. So I would invite you with this card as we move into this, holiday season. We're already in it, but we're starting towards the day. If we think about the story, the myth of the birth, that how they found where they wanted to go or where they wanted to get to was that they followed the light of the stars. And remember, they followed the light of the stars. Now, this is your stars that's speaking to your mind and coming through to you in a different channel that you can now carry with you in a physical form, right? So there's these two sort of versions of this light, that it comes through the divine, but it's something that we get to carry with us every single day as we walk through our lives, whistling and singing a lovely little tune. So seek out that light in yourself and be, what's that saying? Be the change you want to see in the world. I would say be the light that you would like to see in the darkness. Because if we do it, if you do it, and I do it, and everyone else that watches this or that doesn't watch this does that, then we've solved the problem. So instead of focusing on what everyone else is doing or doing wrong or not doing, the trick is to focus on our own light, to make sure that we are bringing the most precious, most divine light that we have available to us within our own physical bodies. Okay? One more card with the little Christmas tree on it. I will see you tomorrow for the last final read. Again, as I mentioned, there's a few spots left for the personal reads, the annual ones. They are really long. They're like an hour and a half. But they're really great. I'm really enjoying doing them. And I wish you all a very lovely evening. Take care.